Hello, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. I'm in a tiny toilet, look. Because I'm on a hairy plane. That's why I've got my mask on. Doing COVID safety rules and all that shit. And I'm going somewhere. So where am I going? Well, I am going to Los Angeles, California, where you can't see anything because of all the smog. Where you can see words on hillsides such as these. So what am I doing here specifically? Well, I'm killing two birds with one stone, really. I've brought our lads on a wonderful holiday to America, to California, and we checked ourselves into this beautiful resort near the beach. You can see the Pacific Ocean over there. There it is, quite specifically. It's an ocean. And we're right on the Pacific Coast Highway. So forgive the noise, it's a little bit noisy, but yes. So yeah, two birds, one stone on this one, really. Bring our lads on a nice holiday, take a shopping and do all that nice stuff that you do in America. And then also indulge myself in a bit of guitar nerdery and perhaps go on a bit of a guitar safari. And we're kicking that off today with a little visit to the Fender factory. Right, so we've made it to the Fender factory, and here it is behind us. We've just parked up. So we managed to collar a dude on the way in, and he informed us that there was no visitor centre or anything like that anymore, which is a bit shit, isn't it? Really couldn't find much on Google. I did do my homework before we came out here, and there's not really anything that says obviously whether or not there's anything actually out here to do. So anyway, we've parked up. There's my beautiful wife, she's walking with me. We've parked up and we're just having a mooch and having a look. And yeah, so there's a little door just here. It says Fender Custom Shop. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. It says please use employee entrance only. There you go, Fender Custom Shop there. There's another little building over there, which I don't know what, we pulled in there first. I'm not quite sure what that building's for, but there was a load of wood outside which looked like necks, unmade necks. So anyway, we're here at the entrance. I'm not quite sure if we should try and go in and see what's what. But alright, so we went in, and a very, very nice security lady told us that yes, everything's shut, there's nothing to do. She let us look at 3 guitars that were by the front door, and then we had to leave again. So anyway, we come to the Fender factory where all the Fender guitars are made. So I guess that's a kind of a bucket list thing, even though I didn't get to actually do or see anything.
You have to wait for the tour to be open next.
So yeah, maybe one day I'll get to come back and actually see a thing. But anyway, all the US made Fender guitars that I've ever had have all come from here. So it was kind of nice just to be here on the ground and smell the surroundings. You can smell wood. It stinks. A bit disappointing. What did you reckon, babe? What did you think?
I wasn't that impressed, if I'm honest.
Well, no, we didn't get to see anything, did we?
No.
We got to see the outside of an industrial unit. That was, that was worth flying 7,000 miles for. Yeah. On to the next thing. I'm in a place called Orange, and they have a guitar centre. So I'm going to go in and have a mooch and see what they've got. So that was a successful trip, wasn't it, babe? You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just sat in the corner.
Sat in the corner, bored, but I was having fun. So anyway, yeah, guitar centre in Orange. Don't know where is Orange? Where is it? Santa Ana, Orange. Anyway, got a Wampler bell. How awesome's that? Dirt cheap and all. Well pleased with that. What else did I get, babe? Oh, here we go. Some Fender 5762 pickups for one of my Strats when I get back home. Again, so much cheaper here that it's just daft not to do this. So, well pleased with that. That was a successful little John, and let's see what we can rummage up next. Right, so here we are again. We have now come to another musical shop to have a look what's going on. You're dead excited about this one, aren't you, babe?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, really excited about this one. This one is called Sam Ash, and we found a store that was fairly local to where we were staying, in Huntington Beach. So we're going to go in there now and see what's what. If there's any bargains to be had or anything worth grabbing. So here we go. Done his Sam Ash.
An hour later.
Ended up with another guitar pedal. It was the only thing in there worth having, really. But I got a full-tone Octafuzz for a very nice price. So I'm very pleased with that. You're pleased as well, aren't you, babe?
Loved it in there.
Yeah, she had the time of her life,
I really did.
sitting on a stool in a
Someone
corner.
thought I worked in there. That would have been a laugh.
Yes, that would have been a laugh.
Well, me recommending them one guitar to buy, that would be a laugh.
Yes, anyway, Octafuzz, full tone. Right, so we've come to a proper sketchy part of town. There's vape shops and adult stores there, but there's also this great big huge pawn shop. Next to the pawn shop, it's kind of ironic, isn't it? You've got adult stuff and the other type of pawn, but discount pawn guitars, which is kind of up my alley. Speaking of things up my alley, we've just been to Olive Garden, haven't we, babe? Yeah. And I'm absolutely rammed full of Italian sausage right now. So, yeah, this is all kind of fitting, isn't it? So let's go and see what we can find in the pawn shop. So, pawn shop was a bust. Lots of stuff, all a bit tatty and ratty. Nothing worth having, really. A made in Japan 62 reissue Strat ST62 that they were asking $1,100 for, which is about $300 over the price, really. You know, they go for what they go for these days, don't they? But there you go. So anyway, did you enjoy that, babe?
Loved it.
Yes.
My second one for the day.
Yes. There's a reason why I don't normally have my wife in my YouTube videos.
Yeah, because I love going guitar shopping.
Yes. Anyway, another day, another dickhead. We'll find something yet. Right, so we're somewhere a little different this time. We're on Sunset Strip, or Sunset Boulevard, is it? In Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, wherever you want to call it. And we've come to another guitar centre, but quite perhaps the most prolific one you'll have ever seen in the whole world. It's amazing. If I can get some footage inside, I'll try. But otherwise, we're going to see what we can grab from here also. Let the fun commence. Alright, so we finished at Guitar Centre. It was shit. All I got was a fucking t-shirt. A bit of change of tactics. Did a bit of research on the old tinterwebs last night and found some used gear at a Guitar Centre, somewhere random and out of the way, and found one that I felt ticked all the boxes. So we're about to get it down. Got a friend here coming with a ladder to pick it down off the wall, and we'll have a little go and see what's going on.
There is that one that's hanging up there, isn't it? That's what you want.
It's got a sparkle finish.
Has it?
Yeah, look at it from this angle. It's got a sparkle finish. This has got my fucking name written all over it, this one. Hello. Yes, we're buying guitars today.
We're in a massive shop. It's abandoned me. Where is it gone?
Right, so after a brief period of noodling within the Guitar Centre, I resolved to purchase such guitar, and I did, and that all went reasonably well. And sometime later, we retired back to our hotel room where I'm enjoying a vodka orange. But I thought I'd do a little reveal. Let me just put my beverage down. Do a little reveal and a little bit of a rundown of the guitar. Show it off. So I'm going to switch cameras and show it, and give you a look. Right, so here it is in a Fender Elite case, I believe it is, Elite moulded sort of case, which is really cool actually. It's really nice. Got some nice latches. So, you saw that guitar briefly earlier in that video. Well, what was that guitar? It was this. Dun dun dun! That, boys and girls, is a Fender American Ultra Stratocaster. It's one of the sort of highest end production models you can get at this moment in time. This particular one is a 2020 model. So what makes this particularly special, aside from a standard Stratocaster? Well, a whole bunch of stuff really. Starting at the top end, you've got locking tuners. You can see them there, locking tuners, and a very nice gold sort of inlaid Fender logo. Looks beautiful. Bone nut, 22 frets, nice rosewood fretboard. Needs a bit of conditioning, I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit dry at the moment. But then you also have the Fender vintage noiseless pickups there. You can see those looking rather spectacular. The more modern sort of block inlays there with a 2-point floating trem. But one thing you might notice here is on the volume pot you have the S1 switching, which means you get to play around with the pickups and get lots of different tones. It's really, really good. And I'll tell you what, there's something I haven't quite figured out yet, but this pot notches, this tone pot, at the very top of the sweep, it notches. It's almost as if it's notched to make it stay there, but yeah, not quite sure what's going on there yet. But yeah, some other notable features of this thing are just generally the contouring of the body. You can see there it's got that really nice sort of contoured neck heel, and they've really sort of contoured out the lower horn as well, to give you really good access to the higher frets, so you can get in there and do widdly widdlies. It's really good, and yeah, just generally speaking, it's glorious. And this thing comes in an Arctic pearl colour. You probably can't make it out very well on this video right now, but it's sparkly. And yes, it sparkles in the light. Let's see if I can shine a bit of a torch on it. You might be able to see some of the sparkle. Let's have a little look. Whoa. Can you see some of that sparkle going on? Maybe? No, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm extremely pleased with this. It's just what I was looking for. I was hoping to find a modern Strat. I thought if I'm coming to California, they're made in California, so hopefully I'll be able to find one, and luckily I did. So very pleased with that. Right, so yesterday we picked up the amazing new guitar. I also got an audio interface so I could have a little fuck about with Bias FX on my laptop, but I forgot to buy a guitar cable. So I'm here at another little guitar shop that I found that was fairly local, where I'm going to buy a jack plug, cable rather, and see what else I've got. Who knows? Right, so I'm back in the car, just been into that little A&B music place, which is only down the road from where we're staying, and yeah, got a nice pink cable. Look at that, lovely. And the gentleman inside the store was very friendly. His name was John, and we're now best mates. And that was the first time, actually, strangely enough, that I've been able to use contactless payment in the whole of California. You know, the home of technology, and nowhere does contactless yet. It's like being back in the 1990s. It's weird. Anyway, did you have fun with that, babe? You sat in the car and waited for me, didn't you?
I was fine in the car.
She was fine in the car. She's always fine in the car. In fact, she's fine wherever she goes. Right, so we were in the area today, so I thought I'd drop by the world famous Norman's Rare Guitars. Now, Norman only opens on a Tuesday at about 3:30 in the afternoon, just for Joe Bonamassa, so can't even get in there. To be fair, I did have a look to see if there was anything worth buying on the website before I popped over here, and there wasn't, and you can't even get in anyway. It's all by appointment. So anyway, Norman's Rare Guitars, the one off the bucket list, sort of. So anyway, I thought I'd do a bit of a wrap up on this little video. I now found myself in Las Vegas. We're just kind of finishing off our holiday over here, doing what you do when you're in Vegas, doing as the Vegasians do, and yeah, crashing about all the casinos and getting drunk and having a pretty good time. But and I wanted to just talk about a couple of aspects of this video. One being the guitar itself, and we'll look at that in a moment. But the other part being just getting around in America and looking at guitar stores. And that whole experience and what you find when you're here. You are utterly spoilt for choice. I mean, the difference between here and the UK is night and day in terms of the amount of stores that you find that have guitar gear. It's everywhere. You really can't throw a stone anywhere, especially in California, without hitting a guitar store. And I had a little look around here in Vegas too, and it's not too dissimilar. The biggest difference for me actually is that the mainstream retailers like your Guitar Centers and your Sam Ashes and places like that tend to be where you do find the best deals. Of course, there's still all the same used market over here on Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of people over here use Craigslist and things like that. What I have also found as well is prices weren't too dissimilar over here on various things. Some things were actually more expensive over here. Some things were, you know, a lot cheaper and more easy to get your hands on. So yeah, I picked up a few cool bits and pieces. I got the Wampler Bell, Overdrive, the full tone Octafuzz, and a set of 5762 Fender pickups. But yeah, I just wanted to talk for a little minute about this fantastic Ultra. The playability of this thing is just ridiculous. The combination of the neck profile, the compound radius of the fretboard, the 10 to 14 inch radius on the fretboard there, and the contour of the body at the back. This contoured neck heel is just absolutely inspired and makes holding the guitar so much more comfortable, and makes the top end of the neck so much more accessible and easy to use as well. I mean, it was always accessible on a Strat, but in this case with the Ultra, it's just so much easier to use. The 2-point floating trem is just smooth as butter. It's like silk. It's ridiculous. So yeah, what I would say is this trip has been a great success. You don't get an opportunity very often to do this sort of thing, so when it comes, you like to take advantage of it as best you can. But I had a fucking mint time. Unbelievable. Can't believe how much fun this was. And how lucky I am as well for being able to do it. So see you all next time.